I've got an insane starter team for you guys to use in Foot Champions, under 100,000 coins. Hopefully this helps you out. Let's hit 100 likes and subscribe for more tips and tricks. If you want the cheapest FC24 coins to get ahead of the competition, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. So having a good goalkeeper is super important in any FIFA, and what I've seemed to have found this year is the taller your goalkeeper, the better they tend to be. And trust me, Nick Pope is absolutely insane this year. The kicking, it doesn't really matter too much, you know, it's not like real life where you can play these crazy passes, you know, to go straight on an attack. It just doesn't really play out like that. So the kicking doesn't matter. And then the rest of his stats, along with his height, make him a very good goalkeeper. He does have some of these play styles as well. Footwork, cross-claimer, and rush out. So I definitely recommend Pope. He is one of the better choices, in my opinion, in the game. We then have Reece James. Now, in previous FIFA titles, I would be very wary of the pace, but there's a certain playstyle he has which is incredible in-game. So he's only 3-star, 3-star, but it doesn't matter. This team is built to be in a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. So the pace, whilst it isn't amazing, you know, if you stick a shadow on it, it's absolutely fine. He's got great passing, he's good on the ball, and excellent physicality as well. But this jockey playstyle sets him apart from a lot of other fullbacks. When holding the left trigger to jockey, it's going to enable him to move a lot quicker, and you're going to find straight away that when defending with a player like this, it's just going to feel a lot easier. So he's going to be very good defensively. He has bruiser as well, which basically, to my understanding, it improves like the hitbox. You seem to be able to make better tackles. Their players get shoved over and stuff like that, as well as whipped pass, which means his crossing is going to be very good. Apologies if you can hear the dog barking. We then have Akanji, 4-star weak foot. 6'2", you know, he's got good pace for a centre-back. He's good on the ball as well. Good short passing. His defending stats are really nice. And his physicals, whilst they're not insane, they're definitely good enough, especially with the 87 jumping. We then have the slide tackle on him. And this one's actually really good because the distance that you can get with these slide tackles, it is actually crazy. Like, if they're through on goal and you're not quite there, you can perform these slide tackles with players that have this trait, and you just go so far. And it just seems to be really, really effective. Moving on, we do have Van der Ven, of course. It wouldn't be a sweaty meta team without this guy. 6'4" with 85 pace. 91 on the sprint speed is insane. He's not the most agile, and he's not the best on the ball, but he's more of like your recovery, winning the ball back defender. His defending's okay. You want to stick a shadow on this guy. He's got good jumping, good strength, and playstyle wise, he does have block and also slide tackle as well. We then have Alex Moreno. Very limited. You may have worked out by now that we are going down the Premier League route. Very limited in terms of left backs in that league. There is Robertson, for example, but he's going to cost you a lot more than someone like Moreno. He's just okay. Like, he's got good pace, passing is good enough, on the ball's good enough, and the defending's good enough. He's probably the worst player in the team, but he's got what you need for the most part as a fullback. He does have the rapid play style, which means he reaches a higher sprint when dribbling, which is always nice, along with flair as well. We then have Bruno G. So obviously this team has upgrade potential if you were to do the SBC for his Champions League road to the knockout card. And he's just a really nice all-round card. Not the quickest, but that pace is absolutely fine in midfield this year. Shooting's okay, passing's great, his on the ball is great, same with the defending, and excellent physicals as well for a midfielder that's more of a technical one. He's got the incisive pass, making through balls more accurate. Long ball pass as well. He has flair. He has press proven. This is actually a really underrated one. It's going to allow your player to just not get shoved off the ball as much by stronger opponents. And I'm finding that players that have this trait, like Grealish has the gold one, super effective. He has Trivela as well, which means it will automatically, when needed, trigger the outside of the foot shot for you. We then have Bernardo Silva, and players like this really are so much more viable, in my opinion, than they have ever been. So he has only a 3-star weak foot, but the 4-star skills, good acceleration, awful sprint speed. You're going to want either a hunter or a shadow, depending on how you plan to use this guy. Shooting's okay, passing is insane, and on the ball he is one of the best in the entire game. This is going to be, if you're playing a 4-3-2-1, you're more attacking centre mid. But if you're playing him as a CDM in a 4-2-3-1, he's going to be sort of like a deep line playmaker. Super good though, because these play styles, the technical gold playstyle plus, he's going to feel a lot quicker than his pace actually suggests when doing, dribbling with the ball and using the controlled sprint. He has got the tiki-taka as well, which executes difficult first-time ground passes with high accuracy. Flair, which is nice, Trivela, and also Relentless, which is going to reduce the stamina loss on your players. We then have Szoboszlai, who is going to be either the cam or like another attacking sort of centre mid if you're using a 4-3-2-1. He's 4-star, 4-star. He feels really nice in game. Super quick, with that 87 sprint speed. His shooting is good. Passing's really nice. He's good on the ball. And physically not too bad either, except for the aggression. But the main reason he's in here is for this dead ball playstyle plus. You want to have one of these guys in your team. It just means that when you're taking like a free kick, you can see the whole line going into the goal. So you can literally just see exactly where the ball's going to go. And it makes free kicks and set pieces so much easier. I think it's vital to have one of these guys in your side. He has the power shot as well, whipped pass, flair, technical, and the Trivela. And he's very cheap and very good in my opinion. We then have Anthony. He's only really in here for the sake of having a 5-star skiller. The more expensive options in this league, you have Salah, for example, but they're way out of budget for this team that's less than 100k. But he's a good card, he's great on the ball. He's going to feel quick with that acceleration. His finishing and passing are okay. And he does have some decent play styles. Finesse shot, technical, flair, trickster, and also the Trivela. The main striker is going to be Jota. 5-star weak foot, and he's just very clinical in my opinion. 85 finishing with 86 shot power is really good. He's good on the ball, he's physically good, so he's going to be able to hold the ball up, and he's not slow either. He's just got a little bit of everything. He does have the power header, rapid, and relentless as well. But I think this guy, he's definitely worth sticking in there as the main man. You can shoot and finish on either foot, and he's got the physicals to hold up the ball as well. Finally, my favourite player in this team, it is Mitoma. 4-star, 4-star, it is his in-form card. I think he's really good value. He feels so quick with that acceleration. He's clinical with the 83 finishing. Great passing, so good on the ball, and he has the finesse shot, technical, quick step, and Trivela. So that is the team, guys. I hope you enjoy. Ask me about any of the players, and I'll get back to you. And peace. Subscribe if you haven't already.